After a hot start to the New York Mets have fallen out of contention over the last several weeks. They are just 1-9 over the last 10 games, have seen the record plummet to 28-38, and are 10.5 games back in their division and 9.0 games back of a wild card spot. They've dealt with injuries, underperformance, and an offense that has seemingly evaporated. With all that as a backdrop, the conversation nationally has turned towards a possible fire sale in Queens. The most valuable player that New York has to sell right now is Jacob deGrom, who has established himself as a legitimate ace since debuting in the big leagues back in 2014. He owns a 2.81 ERA across 768.0 innings and 124 starts with the Mets, striking out an average of 9.9 batters per 9 innings while doling out only 2.33 BB9 and 0.82 HR9. Stats like FIP 73 and DRA 62.7 support his incredible results over the last 5 years, and HES been valued in the range of 20 wins above replacement no matter which site's WAR calculation you prefer. deGrom has taken his game to new heights so far this and there's an argument to be made that helps the top pitcher in baseball right now. Through his first 87.1 innings, no qualified pitcher in either league has a lower ERA than his insane 1.55 mark. His 1.99 FIP ranks second in the game and his 2.09 DRA ranks fourth. He's striking out a career-high 11.65 batters per 9 and inducing his best-ever mark of 15.1% swinging strike rate, and his 2.37 BB9 is right in line with his career average. Only 4 batters have taken him deep in 2018. deGrom's always been a hard thrower, but his 96.2 mph averaging four-seam velocity is the highest it's ever been during his time in the big leagues. deGrom turns 30 next week and is earning $7.40 mil in his second year of arbitration after qualifying as a Super 2 player. He has 2 more years of club control after this one before hitting free agency following the completion of the 2020 campaign. The combination of his inexpensive control and outstanding skill set would create a significant amount of interest around the league if the Mets do indeed make deGrom available, and recently Fangraphs author Craig Edwards posited that it would take a similar package to the Sale and Quintana deals in order to land him. Yesterday, former GM Dan Duquette took it upon himself to find some possible trade destinations for deGrom in a column for MLB.com. He lists 6 franchises who he believes have the need and the ammunition to get such a deal done: the Braves, Dodgers, Phillies, Yankees, Rockies, and our own Milwaukee Brewers. Here's what he had to say about what it might take for Milwaukee to land the Mets ace. The Brewers are currently leading their division and have the best record in the NL, but they still need a top-of-the-rotation starter to break into the ranks of baseball's elite teams, especially given Jimmy Nelson's uncertain return date from shoulder surgery. A prospect package of second baseman Keston Hiura, Brewers' number 1 prospect, and righty Corbin Burnes number 2 would have to headline any trade for deGrom, with 2 out of outfielder Corey Ray, righty Freddie Peralta number 9 and first baseman Jake Gatewood number 17 rounding out the deal. In terms of what it would take for the Brewers to get this deal done, the proposed package of Hiura, Burnes, and 2 of Peralta, Gatewood, or Corey Ray probably isn't far off from reality. The Brewers have a deep farm system of potential MLB contributors, but after the Christian Yelich deal last winter they are lacking for premium prospects. Yeah, and after all the graduations there are May 25th prospects I'd throw the elite tag on, and the only one in the Brewers system is Hiura. James Anderson at Realtor Anderson, June 15, 2018. I think an argument could also be made for Corbin Burnes as an elite prospect, but either way that gives the Brewers only 1 or 2 of those types of players within their organization. Trading for a star player requires elite talent to go the other way, so if one is advocating for a possible deGrom deal, or JT Realmuto, or Manny Machado, or any other all-star caliber addition, that person also needs to understand that none of those trade scenarios get completed without trading Hiura and probably Burnes, too. It's also arguable whether or not that level of splashy move is what the Brewers need right now. Of course any team would benefit from adding an all-star to the fold, but when looking at the overall construction of Milwaukee's roster it's easy to see spots where even marginal upgrades could make a huge difference. Orlando Archer has been one of the worst hitters in baseball this while playing shortstop on a near everyday basis in the Cream City. The Brewers could replace his 35 WRC in the lineup with Manny Machado and give up a boatload of prospects, sure, but even a roughly league-average hitter, like Jordy Mercer or Jose Iglesias, would be a 60% upgrade over what Archer has brought to the plate with his bat this year. Sling and David Stearns could go out and give up the farm for deGrom and add a true ace to the rotation to help his team get over the top, but with the way the roster is built and how Craig Counsell has deployed his starters, a rental of Tyson Rossier-Happ could make a positive impact at a significantly lower price. The purpose of this post is not to advocate one way or another about the direction that the Brewers should go on the trade market this summer. They have the best record in the National League right now, so they are in the catbird seat. Stearns would probably be justified in making a major addition, but a few smaller moves could also have a significant impact on the team, too. The Milwaukee Brewers probably have the ammunition at their disposal to make one major trade before the deadline, but if that's something one is going to champion, one also needs to realize the price that it's going to cost. I've been saying this all day, so here it is one final time. It's fine if you don't want the Brewers to trade Keston Hiura. Brewers won't get Machado, Real Muto, deGrom, or any other star without trading Hiura. I think some cheap, marginal upgrades would make a big difference. Kyle Ellett, Brewer Fan 28, June 16, 2018. Statistics courtesy of Fangraphs and Baseball Prospectus.